What's up everybody, welcome to the channel and watch along today as I make this crane on this F350 service truck look nice and new again. We're going to give it a paint job, new stickers, and make it look brand new. So the crane on this truck is a Venturo ET18KX. It's a 4,500 pound crane, and that is pretty much only when it's straight up and down. But what's nice about them is they had the parts in stock. I was able to get the stuff literally next day delivered. I got a new pulley for the front already, so that's already done. This other pulley that was in here, it was flopping all around, so pulley was like 200 bucks. But yeah, this thing is going to get painted up. We got all new stickers for it, and it's going to look nice and new again. I actually decided I'm going to sell this truck. This is an F350 four-wheel drive out of Florida. It is a sweet rig, awesome service truck, 6.0 liter, but this thing's only got 156,000 miles, and it's got no DPF filter or any of that nonsense nowadays that just makes it too hard in terms of a cost of ownership to try to run a business with it. So I like these old trucks. I got an F550 here, powerstroke 7.3 bucket truck. This is going to have its own video coming out soon. And this truck right here is my dump truck, but pretty much I do electrical contracting predominantly and a little bit of oddball jobs. And I thought I was going to use this crane a lot more than I did, but I have a lot of redundancies in my fleet right now. So I'm just trying to open up some space in my driveway and also lessen my overhead costs in terms of maintenance of 3 vehicles. So this one is going to go, I hope it goes to a good owner. We're going to get started on this paint job. The first thing I have to do is tape it up and mask everything off that I don't want to have painted, and then we're going to give it a nice paint job. So here's the paint I'm going to be using, Rust-Oleum High Performance Enamel. I'm not pitching for Rust-Oleum, but I've used other brands and they just don't seem to work out as well. And some of you might be asking, why am I not using a spray gun or doing a full-on professional job on this? And that's because of what's called the law of diminishing returns, where with this stuff here and the prep that I've done, I'm going to get the boom looking 95% better. For that extra 5%, it is not worth the extra time and labor it takes, because you're going to be double or triple the amount of time and labor to do something like that compared to using this. This is a work truck. This is what I'm going to use. It's worked great on every other thing that I've ever done. So here we go. So here's what it looks like after paint, and it looks pretty good so far. I did one light coat around the rusty areas and then one thick coat along the whole boom. So just got to pull that tape off, And then it's time for my favorite part, which is applying the stickers. It's like putting new graphics on a dirt bike. It makes it look brand new. I can't wait to see the end result. Always one of my favorite parts of the whole job is seeing what it looks like without the tape on it. Not that this is a professional job, but at the same time, it is still very satisfying. The not satisfying part is masking all this stuff up. Look at that. A little bit of silicone and that thing will shine right up. If you're ever doing a painting job, it's important if you're doing it outside that you don't leave the tape on when it rains, because if the tape gets wet, it is such a pain to take off. I mean, it's hard enough as it is, let alone with all that moisture. It just makes the tape like super sticky. But yeah, I didn't tape all this stuff off because it was kind of rusty looking anyways. I figured it'd look better all the same color, kind of like what some of the engine manufacturers do. But that's the way I did it, and I think it's going to look good when it's done. Got the winch motor side now. I decided to keep this black just because I didn't want it all to be like super gray with no contrast. Plus it's got that worn logo. The sticker kit did not come with a new worn logo, but that's okay. It's going to look just fine. It'll be 98% better than what it was. Here is the entire sticker kit that it came with, including the owner's manual right there. I am going to reference that to make sure I'm putting these stickers in the right locations, but I also took pictures of the boom before I took all the stickers off. I am going to start with these nice load chart ones. I really like how it's all bright yellow. It's going to add some nice contrast. That Venturo ET18KX logo, that's going to look good. But time to put these things on and see how it looks. This one here I can easily tell where it goes because I didn't take the other sticker off. It is important to make sure that these are in the right location. So I'm just going to go off that right there. And there we have it. This one here is going to give me a little bit of a challenge because of that. It's overlapping. I should have done that other one first. Crap. Well, let me see how far back I can get it. See, the sticker's just a little bit too long. I might have to cut a little bit off the sticker to make it work. It needs to go at least an inch. And I don't think I'm getting it out of there. I'm gonna have to cut this. All right, first cut is done. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna do it. Right in the middle. That sucks. Okay, now I can work with each side individually. It'll be a lot easier. Still, that sucks. One side done, looks pretty good. Now some people will do this a little bit differently, and that's okay, but I'm just going for it. Some people will cut half the graphic off and all that, but I am very impatient right now, and I really want to just see them on the truck. So the next three I'm going to do is these grease fittings right here. Very easy to see them. And the stickers just go right above. But contrast in a paint job is everything. So I love it. Let's hope those ones stay on there. They don't seem like they have the best adhesive. We'll follow back up on them. Okay, danger, electrocution hazard. I think I'm going to go with that one. Passenger lift right there. And then down one more is going to be this caution one. So that'll be the layout. First one's done. Onto the bright yellow. Well, here is the final result. I love the way this thing came out. It looks awesome. All the stickers are in their proper place. Nice little revamp to this crane. Makes it look good. And it's going to be a nice setup for whoever buys this thing. If I decide to sell it, although now that I got this crane painted, I might just want to keep it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. And hopefully you're tuned in for the next one.